Hello, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Creatively Balanced. My name is Angelia Williams, and I am a professional vocal coach, a life coach, and a motivational speaker. Today, our topic is the power of positivity and how it can be a huge help in the life of a creative person.
And I am more. I'm more than my lips. Yes, I am. And my heat. And I'm more than my lipstick.
What is positivity? Positivity is your worldview. It is how you process information. It's how you perceive things, right? So, clients that have problems with anxiety management, I always introduce maybe the problem is your mindset, right? If you are able to be positive, or are you a negative individual? Now, this is not to say that everyone that deals with anxiety has a positivity or negativity problem. It's just not that easy, right? Some people have trait anxiety. They actually have, it's somewhat generational. It's kind of biological that they deal with that. And usually, those type of people, a lot of people in their family deal with that same anxiety. Sometimes it's just genetic. However, in performance, right, a lot of times anxiety comes from a poor perception, right? And what I mean by poor perception is people that are negative always have a tendency to view things as a threat, not just an obstacle or not just a challenge, but their perception forces them to view things as a threat. So when something goes wrong on stage, you'll see them freak out. You see their morale completely fall because everything is not going right. Where a positive individual can push through, right? It's easier for them to push through performances, even though the performance may not be going the way that they would like, right? Positive individuals know how to think in the moment. They don't worry so much about the past. They don't really ponder the future where it affects them in a negative way. They live right in the moment. That's the power of being mindful and being in the moment of what you're doing. You can't fix something that happened in the past, right? You can't go back and alter a performance that has already happened, right? All you can do is work to be better in the future. So a responsible creative is doing that, right? Continually sharpening their craft. So all that you can do is live in the moment when you're on a stage or when you're in a practice. You can live in the moment. That is all that you can do. And there's a powerful, powerful substance in that. And what it's called is motivation. People that are positive, they can push through things and they keep going.
It doesn't matter because you literally can unlock quickly by using positive affirmation. Everyone agrees that we are energy, right? Carbon.
Yep.
And we have electricity. Everyone knows we have electric currents flowing through our body. Our brain moves at 30 hertz at a time of crisis.
Now, I know Kanye West is a very controversial figure, right? But Kanye West is also a very successful creative. And what he understands is the power of a positive mindset. You can't get to certain levels without that. Your negativity will always hold you back. So let's talk about some things that negativity does for you. Well, negativity will push people away. Negativity will push business opportunities away. Negativity affects you as a creative. Your mental health is affected by that, and also your physical health. Positivity helps to manage all of these emotions that you may have in performance and in your daily life, right? The way that you perceive things, your perspective on things, the way that you allow yourself to really manage things and kind of compartmentalize things has a lot to do with if you are a positive or negative individual. Now, my dissertation is in how positive psychology helps flow in professional singers. And what does that mean? How do professional singers get into the flow, or a lot of us call it in the zone, when they're on stage? A lot has to do with the place that they are mentally, in order to be able to give us that optimal performance, right? And in order to be able to give us that optimal performance continually every time that they perform, that has a lot to do with mindset. Now, some tips to kind of manage this or learn to be a more positive individual. Prayer. Prayer is an amazing tool when it comes to a positive individual. It helps you to stay grounded. It helps you to manage the bad times, right? And I am a Christian, but even if you're not Christian, if you're Muslim, if you're Buddhist, if you're Hindu, right? If you don't have any organized religious affiliation, but you do know that there's a higher power, prayer is a powerful tool and a powerful vehicle to get you into a more positive thinking, right? Another thing is meditation. Think on things that are good, things that are lovely, right? Things that are pleasant. Dwell on those things. That helps you to regain a positive mindset if you've ever had one and lost it. And it helps you to find a positive mindset if you've never had one. People that dwell on negative things, they carry negative energy, right? And remember, your consumption, what you're consuming, has a lot to do with that. Watch positive things. Listen to positive things. Things that build you as a person. Things that build your mindset as a person. Listen to successful people. Successful people can tell you how to be successful. Why? Because they've traveled that journey. And many successful people, most successful people, are very positive in their thinking patterns. That is key, right? So if you are struggling with this, or if you just feel like, Angie, I'm really negative and I want to get out of that pattern, feel free to contact me for some life coaching or a life coach near you. Just find one. Find somebody to help you to think above your negative plane on which you've been dwelling. That is imperative for you, right? If you are a person that is full of trauma, because trauma can also kind of set negative habits and negative mentalities in us, please find a good therapist. A good therapist can help you to get out of that mindset, right? With a solution-based focus. Right? Don't dwell on what has happened. Don't dwell on what's going on. Dwell on the solution, right? That's a positive way of thinking. Again, thank you so much for joining me here on Creatively Balanced. And please feel free to like, share, and comment on this video.